I could see great columns of smoke. They said you could see it for 50 miles. Great ships were burning in the bay. I knew the English had arrived. So Simon called his servants together and sent them into the surrounding country to gather them into the castle for safety. Well, I remember one time when the servant ran up and he said, "What about the villagers, my lord?" I remember Sir Simon's face when he turned round and said, "One word to them and I'll have your head." In half an hour, the lords and ladies came scuttling to the castle.
Just show me to those heathen English. Just show me, I'll show them a thing or two.
Douglas, there'll be no need to lead you to the English. They'll come to you.
Do you think so, my dear? Oh. Well, in that case, are we ready for them? Are you ready to chop their livers out? Oh, it's always the English. It's always the English. It's always them who are to blame for our trouble. We have no fear, my lady. Sir Douglas is by your side.
Douglas, stop this foolish babble and give me one last kiss before the battle.
Lord Walker.
Aye, Sir Simon.
That time to meet old friends, eh?
Aye, just when our friends were prosperous and well to. I came what the servants could carry, nothing else.
I had to leave many things behind, like fine silks and jewellery, and we had to leave our dinners on your table. My heart beats to think of all that good Scottish beef going into English stomachs.
Well, let's hope we'll be sitting around here soon, my friends.
I hope so. But my lord, we have no army. These castle walls here, they'll be our own army.
Thank God, Sir Simon. Morrison, the English are upon us. Morrison!
What shall we do, friends? There's 100 of them if there's one.
But my lord, surely you must let them in.
What's the use, Sir Robert? Or Douglas? And what, the children? The children and the food won't last a day. No, close the gates. Keep them out. Keep them out. So it happened. A professional army of 2,000 men descended on the village. The men picked up stones and sticks, fought the best way they could, but many were killed. Women and children were hurt and maimed. In half an hour, the English will attack this very castle! You'll be well rewarded for the service you've done your lord today, good lord.
It wouldn't be for you I fought that man. You would close the gates to your own people. And you would you think twice to open them for the English army? I'll have no better to do with you, Sir Simon Preston.
Gently he wooed me, say gently he sighed. Gently he rowed me and made me his bride. But in the day, ere the dawn
Well, we've driven them off once.
Right to walk again. Do you doubt it, Sir Simon? True Scottish steel in the hands of true Scottish lords is more than a match for any Englishman.
Maybe so, Sir Douglas. So what's happening to your properties whilst we're in here? And your mill, Sir Robert? We're in here, and the English are out plundering our properties and our lands.
Yes, I think you do have a point there, Sir Simon. Perhaps the odds aren't quite in our favour.
What's your English to take our castle? Well, happen to our well. But very life will be at risk. The English are like to make us obvious. The very first time the English have cut the throat of a Scottish lord. Is there more than the others?
That's right, that's right. There's only one thing for us to do. We must strike a bargain with the English leader.
But if we're no more trouble them. Must you us first?
Are we agreed then? Good. Return for surrendering the castle. We'll seek an alliance with the English leader. Good. I'm already saying word to the English. The castle gates are open. Come, let's make ready.
But it won't really be like surrendering to them, will it? It'll be more like sort of inviting them in to be our guests, won't it?
Commander of the English armies. I am sent by His Majesty King Henry VIII of England to persuade you barbaric people to accept His Majesty's offer of an alliance with the English throne. My command is clear, to punish any resistance to this generous proposal most severely, put men, women, aye, and children too to the sword, unless you learn your lesson. However, I'm not a man without mercy. I'll spare your lives, but you will ne'er forget the day the Earl of Hertford taught you ill-mannered Scots some English civility. Especially you, Preston. For you shall never see another day. You should be a lesson to these people. Execute him. Wait! To deprive a man of his life makes him a martyr to others. To deprive him of his honour is a more effective punishment. Take off his shoes. Preston, as a token of your respect to the English crown, you shall walk to London in your unshod feet in the company of my army and apologise to King Henry himself for your impudence. As for the rest of you, you shall lose that wealth you betrayed your country to preserve. Sack the castle.
But surely, my lord, you wouldn't take our property and go against your word.
What word? I gave no word. You took a risk, Preston. You forsook your people to save yourself. You are, I fancy, a traitor. You deserve nothing. Take him away. Sack the castle. Well, please.
Hold it! Now just hold it. Don't move. Don't even twitch. Good. That's it. Now what have you got under that shawl?
Nothing.
That's an awful lot of nothing, innit?
Nothing you'd want. Please, just let me go. I promise it's nothing. It's not worth anything to you.
Look, I've got me orders. Gut the place, my sergeant said. Kill 'em if you have to, he said. Don't leave the Scots swine with a shirt in their backs, he said. Well, I'm going to leave you your shawl. So just hand over the rest. Now don't try my patience. Half the men in this army would have split your head open by now.
What are you waiting for? Kill these Scots swines, your sergeant said. Take their shirts off their backs, he said. You've destroyed our village, you've burnt our crops, you've taken away all that we own, you and your army. You might as well take our lives too. Aye, why don't you? At least that would be quick, not like starvation. Look, you can start here. Sharpen your sword on the bairns before you murder their mothers. We're all just stupid, ignorant Scots folk.
Why shouldn't I kill the boy? One of the stupid, ignorant Scots folk took a sword to my brother. That's his blood on the grass over there. Why shouldn't I kill the boy? Blood for blood!
I'll tell you why you shouldn't. Blood for blood indeed. Your English army freed me from prison, and I've been wandering around watching that same army loot and kill. Aye, and be killed in their turn. Women who lost their husbands, bairns who lost their fathers. What's the reason for all this madness? Is it hate for each other? You're a Scottish lord and an English king who tell you to hate, so you do it, like bairns jumping at the word of their fathers. You must learn to see yourself through your own eyes, not through the eyes of your maesters. Folks say I hear the second sight, but need only one pair of eyes to see that these same folk will never be free till they take their life in their own hands. I see a time, no the day, no the morn, but hundreds of years from now, when folk like yourselves will plan their own future, and no be like sheep herded to the slaughter. They'll live in peace, and plan their own lives. That time will come. Come, child. This soldier will no harm you or your bairn new. And you, lad, think on what you've seen and heard this day. Think on it and learn.
So, that's my story. You've seen behind the veil of history, lad. Come on over here. It had really happened all that time ago. I want to say one more thing before I go back into those stones. I've watched from yonder tower for the past 500 years, and I've seen the youth wasted. I've seen them go to wars with bonny Prince Charlie. I've seen them die as slaves down the pit. I've seen them go into thousands to foreign wars, ne'er to return. But I'll tell you one thing. I'll ne'er rest till Ranting Nan's words come true.
Oh, come off it. They'll never come true, and you know it. Hasn't he got a hope?
Listen, you've got more learning, aye, and more freedom than any lord in Preston's court.
Learning? Education? What's that to me? Look, my father's not a lord. He's a brickie. He can't pull strings. He can't get me a job. Guess what? I've got a mate that can't even go in for a trade because his mother couldn't live off the wages of an apprentice. That's no good to us. Look, we're the underdogs and we always will be.
Remember one thing. The future lies with you and you can change it. And I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting.
What a lot of good that is when you're signing on the door.
Ah, no. Get out of your finger. It's about time you troublemakers had something better to do with your time. A stint in the army would do you the world of good, you know.
The army? Why, and go over to Ireland and kill the youth that's in the same boat as myself over here, eh? No thanks, chum.
Now, don't you tell me I've been round this world fighting for my king and country. It's about time some of you young lads, respected your elders and your betters.
That's what's wrong, you know. You're all full of yourself. It's all respect us. What's wrong with giving the youth a wee bit of respect, eh? Giving it a wee bit of malum, you know. We've got brains as well, Ken. Anyway, I'm gone and I'll not be back. Well, not for a while anyway. I've got things to do. I'm going to be a somebody, okay? Cheerio. Bye, Ken.
Who's he speaking to? I don't know what he's on about. See some of these young lads? I just don't understand them. Just a lot of nonsense in their heads. Well, as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the castle's now open for inspection, and if you'd like to see some of the things that's going on in the castle, I'll be very pleased to help you. In fact, I've got an awful lot of people to help you. The people you've seen from the past this afternoon.